So we are leaving the hotel and we are heading to the Original Pancake House. That's where we're going for breakfast, and then we're gonna scoot on over to Tarrytown, and we're gonna go to the street fair. Really excited about that. We might check out the lighthouse. There's a souvenir shop we want to go to, and then we just want to kind of explore the downtown area. So we've got a full day planned, and it's just getting started. Got the buttermilk pancakes, syrup, whipped butter. Got the bacon biscuit with bacon jam. Got this burrito and some pumpkin pancakes and our coffee. We've just finished our breakfast at the Original Pancake House. I would give that restaurant a 10 out of 10. If you're ever in White Plains, New York, check out the Original Pancake House. The portions are huge. The pancakes are some of the best pancakes I've ever had. But we're just making our way over to Tarrytown so that we can go to the street fair and explore that downtown area. All right, so we're out here at Huron's Landing on the Hudson. Oh, this is my transportation. I've walked a lot today. Oh, I'm sorry. This quality is going to be super shaky. But we are here on Huron's Landing.
You're losing concentration.
Huron's Landing is actually a dedicated memorial site for John Huron. He was one of the first casualties of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. But we're just trying to get a good view of this lighthouse. It's around this corner.
I feel like we're not on the East Coast, you know.
We are on our way into the Palisades Mall. We were scoping out places for dinner, but we're not quite hungry yet. So we're just gonna walk around in here until we decide to cross over the river.
We already crossed the river.
We already crossed the river, but we're gonna find dinner on this side. All right, we just walked out of the Palisades Mall, and I think for the first time in my entire life, I did not buy anything. Target didn't buy anything either. So I think we're gonna get settled on what kind of pizza we want for dinner, maybe find us a dessert place, and that'll be about it for the night. Maybe we'll watch
I was trying to get that cheesy goodness.
Now we're off to the airport. We're on the air train. So I am back in Tennessee, which is where I flew out of. I have stopped at Chick-fil-A here in Powell County, maybe. But I'm just gonna eat my Chick-fil-A and I'm gonna update y'all on my very stressful airport experience in Newark. So we got there and Tucker and I are walking in, you know, we're taking our time, but you know, not being like unintentional with our time. And he looks over and it shows that regular, not priority, but the regular line for security is 30 minutes. I've got like an hour until I leave, so I should get in line now. So I go and I get in line, and the line is zigzagging. It's out past like little cutoff mark. It is just really long. He goes to pee and comes back before I've even like crossed the threshold. Then he waits until I get out of sight. And at this point, it's like my flight was at 10:45. It's like 10:10. And I'm getting a little worried because the aircraft doors close 15 minutes prior to boarding. So I'm getting a little stressed and I'm texting him and I'm like, you know, I've only got like 15 minutes to get through this line, through security, into my gate and board before the doors close. And I'm still like 20 minutes back in line. I am a little panicked. And so he tells me to start asking if I can get in front of people. So I did. I started asking the people in front of me. And I just kind of explained. I was like, my flight leaves in 30 minutes. I was like, do you mind if I get in front of you? And most people were super understanding. And then the sweet little man that was behind me was like, he lifted up the tape and let me under to get in the next like zigzag. You know how long lines go. They like zigzag through these like taped off areas. So I hopped under and then I continued to ask. I was like, hey, my flight leaves. Can I get in front of you? It was all fine until I get to this girl in front of me. And I'm like, hey, do you mind? My flight leaves. She says, oh, me too. And I'm like, okay, all right, we're in this together. And then we come through where they scan your ID and your boarding pass. Come through that, and there's another line. Put your stuff through the belt to get it scanned. I'm like, I'm far out of the clear to like relax. And I wait behind the girl, and we ended up getting in front of some more people who were nice enough to let us through. I throw my stuff up on the belt and I get through. I'm waiting. The girl in front of me, her stuff comes through first. And her stuff comes out first and she left her laptop in her bag. And so my stuff, I'm still waiting. I'm like just sitting there antsy waiting for mine to come through. And then mine comes through. I throw my shoe on, tuck my shoelaces into my shoes, grab my jacket, grab my bag, put my camera in my purse, and from there I take off and run. And I get to this concourse. It's like circular. There's tables to eat at. And the gates, you go around the circle to get to the gate. So I run through the middle of the little cafeteria area. And I'm looking for my gate 67. And I find 67B, and I take off running that way. And I get there, and someone says, you're too late. And I keep running to the front desk. The doors are closed. The doors to the jetway are closed. And she says, what's your name? I said, my name's Caitlin Williams. And she like takes my phone, scans it, and gets my boarding pass. She opens the door. She says, run. And I run down the jet bridge and then onto the plane. And they said, you made it. So I made my flight. But overall, the trip was amazing. We had a super great weekend. We visited Sleepy Hollow. We went to the Palisades Mall. We ate a lot of good food. It was honestly a really great weekend. But I just hate the feeling of coming back without him. So, until next time. Alright, so I am finally home. What is normally a 1 hour and 30-minute drive turned into like 2.5 hours due to the construction, traffic, and Chick-fil-A. But I've made it home, and I just want to rewind and do the weekend all over again.
How often do you call me Haas?
Never.